What's up, guys? Steven Guadani here with 5 Tool Sports Science. Got Sean here. We're going to be doing a breakdown of his side-to-side medicine ball throw. All right, let's take you into it, Sean. See how you load down. All right, so initially, still not holding that much torsion. This back leg knee is kind of collapsing in. All right. Ideally, want to hold more torsion. Get those hips moving forward. Load into that back leg a little bit better. Let's take you forward. Okay, into foot strike right there. All right, so try to zoom in. It's not that great of quality, but you can see this back hip is not all the way through. All right, so back hip is late. Back ankle isn't kicked through, so just slightly late on powering and driving that back leg through. I love where your shoulder position is at. If we draw a line through your body, you might be early trunk tilting a little bit, so keeping the trunk farther back. But I like where your shoulder position is at in terms of delaying the shoulder rotation. Just got to get better at powering those hips through. When you're hitting front foot strike, those hips are powered through. Everything like that. But in terms of keeping these delayed, that's great. It's just the hips aren't cleared through and the trunk is tilting a little too far forward. Let's go forward into the pitch release. It's going to skip all those frames. That sucks. Alright, well, it's going to skip from here to here, so somewhere in there was pitch release. Still see a little bit of flexion in the front leg. Not a bad job. Like we've said before, the front leg is your strength, but we can get even better at that. Getting better at that front leg extension, faster front leg extension, and getting more forward trunk tilts. Both areas that you can improve, but just definitely got to get better at getting out of this back leg, holding torsion better, driving that back hip through, getting that hip cleared all the way through. Like right there is probably when the hip comes around and you're well into your throw here. So just getting that back hip through, driving that back hip through, delaying the trunk, and then stabilizing, extending the front leg, getting more forward trunk tilts. All right, next we got your shuffle throw here. So initially, I think you do a better job of holding torsion in the shuffle throw. You can see here, you still got torsion in that back leg knee. So better job with that. But way later hip. Way later back hip. I'll try to get it right at front foot strike. Okay. Alright, you can see here this ankle is not kicked through at all. So this back hip is going to be really late. Still might have slight well, I think you do a lot better with your, gosh, goodness gracious. There we go. It's slight early trunk tilts, but not as bad as before. But just the lower half, the drive was just nowhere compared. You can see your front leg didn't land in as much flexion as the side-to-side med ball throws. Your back hip just isn't through, so the lower half wasn't, you were using too much momentum from the shuffle, getting to use the shuffle. You got to get better at powering these hips through, get those hips powered open, get more energy through that back hip, and that's going to get that front leg to land, farther out, which is, you did better in the side-to-side med ball throw. All right, let's go forward, pitch release. Again, it's going to skip all those frames. Alright, but still same thing. Front leg's not fully extended, and I think this is even more of a vertical trunk than we had before. So get more front leg extension and more trunk tilts. But it's all just predicated off the back leg. It's just got to be a major focus to drive that back hip through. Each time you got to be getting closer and closer on getting that back hip through. I know we're coming off that little low back tweak, so let's see how it is. Come next week. It could have just been, I think you were saying your intensities were down. Could just be, we're just taking it a little easier with the back. But as time goes on, we just got to get that back hit coming through. That's just going to be the key. I think it was looking good in the bullpen, but we got to start getting it looking good in the med ball drills as well. All right, man.